Yes, I'm back, Denise Fitzpatrick. I left out something very important that I think it's needs to be known to those that have listened or going to listen. And I appreciate all the people that are contacting and sending me messages. And I've got some people that are sharing, and I really appreciate that. I want to say that me and my son have been suffering with the effects of housing discrimination since November of 2014. Actually before that, but a couple months before that, but let's say November, because this is actually when I filed the lawsuit of discrimination against Wake County Human Services. I said, one thing I said in error was that in June of 2015 I filed the lawsuit. That's incorrect. June 2015, of course, is when the utilities were cut off, leaving me a 61-year-old woman at the time without utilities and hot weather, air, electric, and hot water. I want to say that I ended up giving back the housing assistant after attorney Abraham Jones used to be a judge for 18 years. He is the one that became the unnecessary guardian ad litem. If I would have stayed in that apartment and not given it back, relinquished the assistance, then I would have been in the same program, per Abraham Jones settlement. I would have been in the same program that Wanda Till refused to let me see the rules to before signing. Therefore, I was given an option of either agreeing with the discrimination or having no housing at all. I had to choose the option of having no housing at all because there was no way that I would agree under any circumstance with housing discrimination, especially when I lost guardianship, a loving mother who's always commended by all who've known us for at least 20 years or more, doctors, psychologists, counselors, as being a mother of over 200% support. I want to also say that I like to mention a little bit about the cross-examination that Suzanne Chester of Legal Aid, who promised to go forth with the case to trial, motioned to withdraw, after I had more proof of the discrimination. She's the one that said, good news, after I won the motion against Wake County. And then she motioned to withdraw after I showed more, or there was definite proof of the discrimination. You know, I want to say that during the court case, 6 months they were running in and out of the court, in and out of private rooms. And at one point they asked the judge if she would keep the case out of public records. There was a county attorney named Roger Askew, and he told the judge, he said, we don't want this in public records, Your Honor. We don't want this in the media. And then Suzanne Chester, at a point of a hearing, she said, can we get these documents sealed? I know what sealing means. Hide it away. Keep it out of public records. Keep it not known. Therefore, they want to discriminate, do all these wrongs, give me a guardian ad litem to settle it against my will, and then keep it out of public records. They wouldn't even agree to pay the taxi fare for me to go to the group home to visit my son. The group home, when I got off of public transportation, it's a 40-minute walk. And they wouldn't even offer a little buck. Yet they wanted me, cab fare rather, they wanted me to settle everything, drop all of this, drop all of that, keep it out of public records, sign the settlement without compensatory damages. That's what they wanted me to do. This is how Wake County Human Services has treated me and my son. When the legal aid fair housing attorney, so-called fair housing, she looked at me when she asked for the documents to be sealed, and the county, not county, but the judge, said, counsel, you haven't given me any reason to seal the documents. She turned and looked at me as I sat with Abraham Penn Jones, and she said, Mrs. Patrick, are you okay with the documents not being sealed? I looked at her and I said, counsel, I don't want the documents sealed. And yes, I want this in public records and in the media. In the cross-examination, real quick, Wanda Till sat there, for she identified herself when she was asked. She said in the cross-examination that she knew nothing about the reasonable accommodation request that I had sent by certified mail return receipt. I'd also sent the same to the department manager, who approved it, awaiting to hear from Wanda Till. Well, I sat there with a green receipt card where proof that Wake County had signed for the certified mail return receipt. She also said, when asked by Chester if she knew the man of Wake County who signed for the mail, and she said she didn't know him. She also denied that anything about that I had came to the meeting. But you know, she had said prior to the cross-examination to Chester, Attorney Chester, that I never came to the review meeting. Really, a review meeting is people that have broken the rules to the program or violated the lease, and I've done neither. Well, she asked her, well, first she said, let me get this right, she said that I didn't come to the housing review meeting. All this is in public records. All this is in public records. And then the attorney said, may I see Miss Fitzpatrick's file? Well, Wanda Till had forgotten that she put in my file that I had come to the review meeting and asked to see the rules to the program that she wanted me to agree to, that she said she made an error placing me in the wrong program. She forgot she put in there that I came and I'd asked those things, and she had rejected for me to see the rules. You know, I've been talked, and people have been telling me, some people come in modern day Rosa Parks. People say, yeah, really, where'd you get the courage? Where do you get the bravery? We want to commend you because you're brave and your courage for doing this. I can say that I'm thankful to the Supreme God who fought the battle, that it is the courage that he gave me. He said, I'll fight your battles. He said, the battle's not yours, my love, it's mine. He said, before the evildoers will not go unpunished. They dig a ditch and they'll fall in it. I did nothing wrong. Neither has Julian. Sometimes I get sentimental when I think of this, how we've been done, but I keep on going. I want to help someone else to not be treated like we have. Again, they left Julian in a homeless state and gave me a one-bedroom apartment. I go to the hospital to see him. I did every day for nearly 3 months. And big eyes. He got these big golden eyes, teary eyes. He said, Mama, can I come home? I'm getting sentimental right now, but he said, Mama, can I come home? And I said, Julian, they won't let you come home, baby. Because you got mental disability. I want to end this by saying that I know that something that I have done has helped someone else. Because now it seems Wake County will think twice. Because everybody's not a floor mat and can't be walked over. Wanda Till, my friend Debbie just gave me this. Excuse me. Thanks, Debbie. Wanda Till's no longer with Wake County. Excuse me. Her supervisor, Mike Miskow, is no longer with Wake County. And my caseworker that I had sent discriminatory email that he can't live with me in the apartment is no longer with Wake County. I want to continue to help others. Help me to make my group a nationwide group. Again, this is Denise Fitzpatrick. Victims, my group, that is, victims of housing discrimination. Thank you.